In this video, I want to talk about the difference between a pattern and a design. So first, let's talk about pattern. We think of pattern as being something that repeats itself. So here you can see I have repeated colors, and I also have the repeated types of line. So repeated colors going pink, white, teal, purple, and then you got a little orange in there, pink, white, teal, purple, so on and so forth. And then you also have the pattern of a zigzag line, kind of going all the way across, and the repetition of the zigzag line. So that's a pattern. So we can see a pattern in color, we can see a pattern in shape, we can see a color and pattern in texture, pretty much anything. That is a strict pattern. So a lot of you learn about AB patterns. So maybe yellow, blue, yellow, blue. That's an AB pattern, and there's different types of patterns out there. What I want you to also understand is the difference between pattern and design. So up here we see a strict pattern. Down here we see more of a design. Now I just want to share with you the difference between the two. These little pencil ends, that's a pattern because you're repeating that shape. So that is a pattern. However, it is not a strict pattern. Therefore, this is probably a little bit more of a design. So a design still repeats things. It still has shapes or colors that might repeat, but they're not repeating in a very strict order or a very strict fashion. So that's the difference between a pattern and a design. The reason I'm wanting you to understand this is because you are going to have to create a pattern and design coming up. So I want to share with you two pieces of fabric. So here's a piece of fabric that I have that is showing a pattern. It is showing a pattern of straight lines, and it is an AB pattern. Now if I were to look at these two different ones and I were to say, okay, this is an AB pattern because I have cream, red, cream, red. Also notice I have thick and thin lines in this pattern as well. This, let's take a look. I have an A, B, C, D pattern, and E, if you wanted to call that little orange line in there, that's an A, B, C, D, E pattern, and then it repeats itself, A, B, C, D, E. Whereas this one, there really is no pattern where I can say A, B, it's an A, B pattern. This is more of a design. So here's pattern, and then here's again another example. Again, I have repetition of the different leaves, but again, it is not looking like a strict pattern. I can't make out any strict repetition of the pieces, the leaves. So that's the difference between a pattern and a design.